So I recently acquired a disc that actually took the Thunderbird out of my bag, at least for now.
There's three keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all three to do this disc sport.
Which might come as a surprise to a lot of you because you know how much I love the Thunderbird. Lately, I've been bagging this Pro Thunderbird that flies absolutely amazing. And then this run of Big Germ is also one of my favorites. It's super flat, feels super good in the forehand grip, and they just fly so well. And so the Thunderbird has always been a staple in that 9.5, -1.2, 0.2, slightly overstable 9-speed slot. Some of you guys have probably seen my recent video talking about the MVP Tesla and how I think that is Simon Lizotte's replacement for his PD. The PD being another 9-speed, slightly overstable control driver. And this is my current replacement for the Thunderbird, the Quantum Orion LF from Millennium Discs. Run 1.4. So the flight numbers for the Orion LF are 9.5, -1.2, whereas the Thunderbird is 9.502. But there's one big reason why I'm deciding, as of now, to throw the LF over my Thunderbirds. If you look at the wing, you might see that it's super flat on the top, has that typical 9-speed bottom. But I think the separator between the Thunderbird and the LF is that slight, ever so slight hook right on the edge of the wing there. You see here, hopefully you can see, the Thunderbird's hook down just slightly, whereas the LF doesn't. I think the Thunderbird fits that T-Bird category a little bit more, if you know what I mean, the T-Bird style wing, whereas the LF is just ever so slightly more similar, I guess, to like a flat-winged Firebird. And so the hand feel is always something that is almost above all else when it comes to deciding what discs I'm gonna throw. If it doesn't feel good in the hand, I don't care how it flies, I'm not gonna throw it. And the Thunderbird, specifically this run of Big Germ, super flat, and this random Pro Thunderbird I found in the used bin, super flat, they feel amazing. But when I got this LF, I felt it, and it just felt even better. That being said, I was in the local disc golf shop the other day feeling a few more LFs. They didn't feel like this, and that's why at the beginning of the video I said I found a disc that is replacing my Thunderbird, at least for now. Because if I'm being completely honest, when this gets too beat up, or if I lose it, or whatever it may be, if I lose this LF, the odds of me finding this exact run and in seeking out this exact disc again, probably not gonna do it. I'll probably just switch right back to these because they fly almost identical. It's just that ever so slightly different wing feel that I think is just a little more comfortable in the hand. Also, shout out to Ben, Jock of the Bush, from the Whitefish video you maybe saw. He's the one who gave me this disc and I immediately fell in love with it. So I love the Thundy for just kind of putting it out there. You don't gotta throw it hard, and it just goes straight and then fades out at the end. Yes, you can hit them flat. They're gonna push, they're gonna flip up, hold straight. You can hit them on that nice little flex over line. But more or less, I use them as, I want a beat up Firebird flight, but I wanna be able to throw the disc with a little bit more finesse. So like I was saying, you can kind of hit the Thundy on a little flex pusher. It's not gonna have that crazy fade like a Firebird's gonna have. Kind of just holds. That shot never really left straight, but say you're in the woods and you need something to go straight, but there's like trees to miss, where you gotta hit it around them, push it, and then just land flat. I feel like the Thunderbird style disc, the LF, you're basically throwing it for Firebird style shots, but you don't want any skip. It's a much more controllable disc, I think, at the end of the flight. It has a little bit less low speed stability. This Pro Thundy is probably a notch or two less stable than the LF. So this one, who knows, they could both be in the bag at the same time. Because this one is pretty much just a laser beam. Whereas the LF fits more of like that stock, just stable flight. Super consistent. The grass is pretty thick here, so I don't think I'm getting a skip out of anything. But it's just that easy finesse shot, and the LF just feels so good. So this like 9-speed, slightly overstable control driver debate that's kind of going around the YouTube creator space right now is honestly one of my favorites, because it's just, I've said it before, but it's one of my favorite categories of disc. And every time I find a new one that's really good, it's just exciting. They're so fun to throw. The LF, kind of push it on like a slight flex. So money. I would say the stability in my lineup compares most to this green Big Germ Thundy. Kind of aired that one out a little too much nose. Still beautiful shot. Don't go over the fence. Yeah, that Pro Thundy is so good. So I might have lied, because after doing a little bit of field work out here, tossing these things a little bit, I think I realized that the stabilities between the LF and the Pro Thundy are actually a big enough difference where I might just be bagging both of them. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So that's the LF, and you can tell it doesn't quite flip up as much and then kind of fades a little bit more at the end. Anyways, guys, so I just wanted to let you know that I found a new Thunderbird. If you have an LF and you haven't tried it, give it a try. I don't know how easy it is necessarily to get your hands on these ones that feel good, because I was in the local shop yesterday feeling a bunch of LFs, and they were like the newer runs of LF, where it was like that gummy S-line stuff, a little bit of dome to them. Felt horrible, if I'm being completely honest. So we probably won't be trying any of those out. But if you get your hands on a nice pearly stiff C-line, money. And on that note, guys, thank you for watching. We will see you in the next one.